Hey guitar friends, Bob Strom here with All About Guitar Academy. I'm just warming up, so I'm getting ready to do a practice session. And one of my students, John Hoffman, asked me, hey, what is a good practice routine for guitar players? And that's a great question. I decided to make a video about this for YouTube, and if you are a beginner to intermediate guitar player, whether it's electric guitar or acoustic, you came to the right practice session lesson. So grab your guitar and let's get to practicing. Hey guitar friends, welcome back to All About Guitar Academy. We're going to look at the perfect practice session. So if you're a beginner guitar player to intermediate guitar player, this one is for you. Before you start to practice, get your mindset right. Okay, what do I mean by that? You want to have a mindset that you're ready to learn. And learning can be fun. So you also want to make it fun. Every time I practice, I want to get a little bit better. And that's what practice is all about. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes progress. And I've heard that all my life since I've been playing guitar. And it's true. It's true. Because if you just focus on being perfect every time you practice, you're going to get frustrated. Nobody is absolutely perfect. I don't care how good you are. You're going to make mistakes sometimes. So don't try to be perfect. Get your mindset ready for practice. And then there's the question of, okay, so how often should I practice? Every single day. All right, every day you want to pick up that guitar. I've been playing for almost 50 years. I still pick up my guitar every single day. Even if I'm on vacation or out of town, I've got a travel guitar with me, some way of playing the guitar. Now, don't get me wrong. It's okay to take breaks every now and then and go on a vacation, and you don't have to have your guitar, but I highly recommend practice every single day. And then the other question I get a lot is, how long should practice take? Well, that's a great question. Now, even if you're super busy like I am, and you've got a lot of things going on, you can still take 15 minutes out of your day to practice. 15 minutes goes a long way. And that's what we're going to focus on today, is a 15-minute practice session. So what do we do first? Hey guitar friends, I get asked a lot, how can I support your channel, Bob? And the best way to support the channel is to join the All About Guitar Academy. There's a link in the description that takes you there. And what's so great about it is all of my courses live there. Our community of like-minded guitarists that grows more and more every day is there. And you get live monthly coaching and masterclass training from me and any other guitar coaches that we have on hand. So check out the Academy membership. You can also like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That helps me keep these videos coming out week after week, and it will help support the channel, but it will also help support your guitar journey, because your guitar journey is my number one priority. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's get back to the lesson. Well, we've got our mindset right. We're going to have fun. We've got 15 minutes. The first thing we want to do is warm up. Okay, I like to warm up simply like this. I'm just squeezing my fingers in and out, stretching them, especially since I, became an older, more mature adult. I find that I need this more and more every day. So stretch those fingers out. There's also machines that you can purchase. I'll put a link in the description from Amazon and music stores that will help you to exercise your fingers and your hands. That is the first thing we want to do, is get warmed up. We want to stretch out. Want to make sure that we're in a good playing position. I'm sitting on a stool. I've got nothing in my way that I'm going to hit my guitar with. Another good thing to do, I've got my strap right over here on top of my Marshall stack, because I always put it on when I stand up. When I'm sitting down, I don't use my strap, but I recommend, if you're beginner to intermediate, use your strap. Most guitar players will still use their strap connected to their guitar while they're playing sitting down. So I recommend that for a lot of reasons. You don't want to drop your guitar. That could be horrible, right? You don't want to injure yourself or find yourself slouching over or pulling the guitar up towards you. You want it to be resting comfortably on your lap. So number one, we want to warm up our fingers and hands. We want to get our strumming hand ready. Okay. Another thing I like to do is just hold the string, my fretting hand over the strings like this. Not even playing any chords, just getting my strumming hand ready. And you can do little strums or wide strums, whatever you want to do to loosen up that strumming hand. Another thing that I recommend you do to warm up is to do some alternate picking. So in other words, each string we're just going to alternate pick. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Next string, and so on. We do all 6 strings, and I recommend go down from the low E string to the high E string, and then go backwards. Okay, and what we're doing when we're doing that is we're getting our strumming hand and our wrist ready to start picking on the guitar and playing chords. All right, so you want to do that. Okay, another thing I would recommend you do, and I do this all the time still. This is a proven exercise. Almost every guitar teacher, instructor I know recommends this exercise. It's called the spider exercise. I'm not going to go deep into it because I'm sure you've heard it before. But let's just say I'm going to start on this A note on fret number 5 of string 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play each fret up from that note on the 6th string, the E string. So I'll do this. Then I'll go to the next string over and do the same thing. Then I'll go over to my D string and do the same thing. All right, I'll do that all the way down to the high E string. So then once I get up here to the high E string, I'm going to stop and then go backwards all the way down to the low E string. All right, and that's the spider exercise. And you can do that all the way up and down the fretboard as many times as you need to. Another good one is to play scales. You've got major scales, minor scales, blues scales. I mean, the list goes on and on. A good example of that is the A minor pentatonic scale. I'll just play that forwards and backwards as many times as I need to, and I'm alternate picking while I'm doing that. And you don't have to play it from A. You can play it from F, from G, from anywhere on the fretboard. I even like to do this when I'm just sitting on the couch watching TV. It's really good exercise for my fingers. It keeps them going. It keeps them nimble, keeps them ready to play. So those are just some good things you can do with your fingers to get warmed up in the first few minutes of your practice session. Make sure you take time for that. All right, the next thing we want to do, and this one's important, especially if you're beginner to intermediate, you're probably still learning chords and getting better at chord transitions. And this is the one I hear the most of from my students and from other beginner guitar players is it's difficult to transition between each chord. So you've got to allow practice time for that. So here's an example. I'll start from a very simple level. In my fast track guitar course, I show students how to play chords with just 2 fingers at a time, like E minor, a G6, an A sus2, a C major 7, and a D sus2. And those are just examples of 2-finger chords. So if I'm learning those chords and I need to get better at transitioning, I might do something like this. We'll go E minor to G6 to A sus2 to C major 7 and then to D sus2. And I'll just strum it down. E minor, 2, 3, 4, now to G6. Get ready to go to A sus2. C major 7. Now to D sus2. Start over, and so on. Now I might want to add a strumming pattern to that to get my strumming hand going and to help with these chord transitions. But I don't recommend adding the strumming pattern until you've got smooth transitions between each chord. And it's good if you have a metronome. You can download it to your phone, free of charge. There's all kinds of apps out there. Just look up Metronome. It's going to help you keep track of the beat. And a good place to start with that is as low as 40 beats per minute. That might seem slow, but it's going to help you. And with each beat, you strum each chord. 3, 4, and then change like that. Now let's add a strumming pattern. So let's say we want to go down, up, 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 down, up, for example. So down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up. But those are just examples. So we want to focus on chord transitions, strumming, and changing in between each of those chords. Okay, the next thing we want to work on is our rhythm. Okay, and that's a good place to combine our strumming with and the chord transitions. So here's a really good one. I still warm up with this all the time because it's used in so many songs, and I've done videos on this before. I call it the GCD Chord Hack. And what I mean by that is we're going to focus on 3 chords. G, and you can play it however you like. Here's an example of it. Then a C add 9, okay? And then a D major. Then we're gonna go back to the C add 9 and back to the G. We're gonna focus on our rhythm here. I'm gonna do a strumming pattern, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, with these chords. So it sounds like this. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, 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 down. All right, and the reason it's called a GCD chord hack is because I'm not moving my fingers much. I'm staying within this little box here to keep it simple so I can focus on my strumming and on my rhythm. And you can slow this down or speed it up. So rewind this if you need to, and you'll see what I mean the more you practice with it. What it's doing is it's helping your muscle memory to get used to each chord change while you're keeping the rhythm with your strumming hand. And as you get better at it, you can, make it sound a little bit better. Like, I guess it's better. It's faster. Like that. So I think you get the picture. And that little chord hack right there has helped me so many times to warm up before a performance or before I start doing some, heavy duty strumming on my acoustic guitar. Now on electric guitar, this works the same way, but you could do it with power chords, G, C, D, C, G. Power chords works the same way, and you can just down strum really fast. Whatever the skill level is you're at, try this, see what you think. Let's go to the next part of this practice session. All right, this last part of the 15-minute practice session is we want to allow at least 5 minutes or more to create and have fun. Learn a new song, create a new song, focus on a skill that we're trying to accomplish, whether it's faster chord transitions, strumming patterns, picking, rock guitar techniques, whatever it is that you're seeking after, you've got to make sure that you allow time to build that skill or learn that song or create that melody that you've been focusing on. And that's going to take at least 5 minutes. But if we've only got about 5 minutes, I would focus on an easy to learn song that you've been wanting to learn. Something that only uses a few chords like G, C, and D. Great example. So many songs that use those chords. Song ideas, Knocking on Heaven's Door, The Joker by Steve Miller, Sweet Home Alabama. There's so many songs that are not that difficult to play with strumming patterns and chords. So focus on an easy to learn song or whatever it is that you're trying to learn and focus on, whether it's harmonics or you're doing pick slides on the electric guitar, you're doing hammer-ons and pull-offs, whatever it is, take at least 5 minutes to focus on that skill, preferably more. But make sure you work that into your practice session for every practice. And then the very last thing we want to make sure we do is have fun. All right, you're going to learn more when you're having fun practicing on the guitar. You've got to allow some time for fun, whether it's noodling around on the guitar, trying to play a song, jamming out, learning new songs, whatever it is. Make sure you're having fun during your practice session. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a whole lot of fun doing spider exercises, playing scales over and over, doing chord transitions. I wouldn't call that fun, but that's why you only want to have that as part of your practice session. Make sure there's a good chunk of your session focused on having fun, learning new things, learning new songs, and getting better and better with each practice. Remember, practice does not make perfect, it makes progress. And I wish you the best on your guitar journey. Make the most progress you can today in your practice session. Please put in the comments anything else that you would like to see on this channel, and I'll do my best to get it out there for you. Stay tuned for more.